Hello guys, welcome to our Wednesday live stream where you have John.
Hello.
And Chris, me. And a couple dogs in the background making noises for me.
Barking at the mailman.
Barking at
what have you.
Everything like that. So, but welcome. So we're here today to talk about whatever you guys want to talk about. Ask us questions and whatever you guys ask us, we will answer. Maybe we'll say the answer is, I don't know, or we're not going to say.
But at least we're going to give an answer.
We're going to, yeah.
My comment is no comment.
That's right. And produce makes it again. I think we should make a checklist of how many times produce is the first one on.
Yeah, produce is nailing it.
Produce.
At least we know produce gets the notifications.
We have Carrie, Mrs. Nightmare, Crittalee, Devonna, Marina. I was streaming last night EQ for until 5 a.m, and I got to the point where Marina had woken up, over there in Russia, and she joined our stream. Yeah, it was fun, but yeah. I needed to stay up,
Yeah.
Linda is at Aldi. I found that that's the real way to pronounce it. It's Aldi.
Aldi.
Because first it was Aldi's, then it was Aldi, and now it's Aldi.
Okay, we're at Aldi.
It was always Aldi, but that's the progression of what I thought. Hey, Melissa. Hey, Kayla. What's the best egg replacer for baking? Personally, it depends what you're baking, but I like to use the silken tofu.
Oh, yeah.
Remember the brownies?
Yeah.
Yeah, silken tofu. But there's a lot of good ones out there. People use banana. I don't like the banana. I like either using the actual silken tofu or the egg replacer. I like the Bob's Red Mill egg replacer, or making some of your own flax, blending that up.
That's what I use, flaxseed.
Yeah, flaxseed. But it comes out even better if you blend it up in a coffee grinder and then add and usually instead of adding the warm water, I'll add Oatly or something.
To the flaxseed?
Yeah. Depending on what I make.
Yeah, anytime I make a flax egg, I grind it. I mostly mix it with water, though. That's interesting. I'll try it with
It depends what you're making, though. But if you're making some kind of sweets and stuff, yeah, try the oat milk or vegan milk.
My mom used to use applesauce when I was a kid, when she'd make chocolate chip cookies.
So did my mom. I never liked that, though.
They were fun. You know what, though? You're talking to a guy that'll eat anything.
Right, I am. Okay, yeah, notifications. Some of you guys are getting notifications, but I'm also hearing that a lot of people aren't getting notifications, or some people are getting notifications 10 hours later.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and
it's already been posted and everything.
Well, I shouted it out on Instagram, for instance, and they're not getting the notification until hours after this has already happened, which is a bummer. I don't know why it's doing that. We'll talk about that in a second, too. The other thing I just want to say, I'm going to say this right now, and I'm going to say at the end of the stream, but the t-shirts for my pre-order, which is, let me show you guys one just to show you guys what they look like. But this would be a t-shirt that is on pre-order right now. And the reason I want to shout these out is because the pre-order ends in 2 days. January 31st is the last day to pre-order these. And if you want a t-shirt, some things you can still get anytime, such as we have another one. These are some extra ones that I had. This is a different color. What did I just do? Difficulty. We're gonna see if we can make it without any technical difficulties, and then we'll have to name it something different. For instance, this is the apron which you guys have seen me wear in my last cooking videos. I really like these aprons. This is a heat transfer, so it's not a screen print, so you can get these whenever. But the t-shirts, there's even hoodies too. I bought one of these for myself, but I realized that it was a little bit small. So that's a small hoodie. I probably need to go for a medium. I haven't worn it because it's too small for me. Anyway, these are things that go pre-order. Go pre-order those now if you didn't get one before, because after that, I don't know when we're doing another one. Because these are something that we can't just print on demand because of the setup and the amount of time that it takes to set them up. We got to do them all in bulk in one kind of round. We have these printed locally, which I'm going to introduce you to the guy. He actually went to school with us, the owner of this company.
Yeah.
So this is all local and custom logo USA. You can check them out at customlogousa.com, and they print all of our shirts, all of my shirts right now. So there's that, and what else? I'll talk about that a little bit later too again. But right now, any updates from you, John?
Yeah, somebody asked if I was on last night.
Yeah, were you?
I didn't go live last night because I went to the farm. I went to the farm yesterday morning and I stayed the night, and I actually just got back like 40 minutes ago. I came right to your house. So I'm going back on Sunday. This driving is killing me.
Yeah, it's crazy.
There are like 2 houses right near the farm that might be going up for sale. Kristen and I had a long talk, and that's like our priority now is moving out to the farm. So that's kind of big news. Is we have a couple potential job opportunities lined up. So yeah, that's pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's big news.
Yeah, everybody's doing pretty good. Peggy's still kind of laying down every once in a while because of I think it's laminitis. I don't want to sound stupid. Janelle's the brains.
Got a little bit of inflammation.
Yeah. It happens every time this year, so we're trying to figure that out. But Eldo was I got to edit this video. I'll show wow.
Edit the video.
I have this little video of Eldo playing with Sophie. It was the first time I'd ever seen it, but Janelle's seen it before. She just rubs her head up against and like does this little kick thing. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen. So I'm going to hopefully post that somewhere. Who knows where. What do you got?
Let's see. Hello from Vermont, Chris. Tried the Vago bars, and now I can't freaking stop ordering them. I told you. Simply flow. We got a lot of people in here. Hey, Marmaduke, you made it. Did you get the notification? Obviously. Unless somebody else told you. I just started filming a video today with Big Josh Vegan. Hanging out with him a lot, trying to help him transition accordingly. He's been doing great for the last month now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was so surprised that he went vegan. It's really awesome.
Yeah. Actually, he was just here. Is he still here or did he leave?
No, he left.
He left. Yeah, we were just talking to him before we went live.
I just want to see when the next UFC event is because we can all hang out and eat a bunch of vegan food.
Oh, yeah.
Watch fights.
Yeah, I can't wait to do... I can't really talk about it right now because...
I know. The next video thing?
I mean, I could. But yeah, let's just talk about it because maybe you guys have some input of what else you want to see.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let me catch up on some of these questions real quick. I'm going to miss a bunch of these questions because there's a lot coming right now. So I'm just going to go current right now. Okay, so the idea that I have for Josh that we were talking about. So Josh, he likes to go all out and do these things. We're going to... Okay, so he had that big Suburban that we had because he drives and stuff for work. We were going to grab a bunch of us, you, me, him, No-Egg Craig, if he can come with us. Get everybody together and take a nice road trip to like New York City. Hit up a bunch of vegan places down there. Do some vegan things. Do some cool things. And drive home.
So epic day. I can't wait.
Yeah, that's what we want to do. But so you'll find out when we do that. I want it to be like a big, extreme video. Hello, Alex from Brazil. Oh, you didn't get a notification, Marmaduke. Deneen wants to know how the sizes run in the shirts. I emailed Custom Logo and they said the shirts run small. I want a baseball one, but was thinking about getting the small, but not sure. So the one that I wear is a small, and the only thing that I would say about it, it fits me. And I think if I got one size bigger, I don't like my shirts to be baggy at all. So I like the small. If you watch my birthday vlog, I'm wearing it in that video so you can see how it fits. I'm 6 foot tall. And the only thing that I would ask for is if possibly the shirt could be made a little bit longer for people like me that are tall. But other than that, see, that's what I hate, because when you get like a neck size up, it's just a little bigger, baggier on most shirts. So the shirts that I like to use are nice and fitted and stylish. So that's why I use shirts like Bella Canvas, and stuff like that. So I would say they're a little bit small. That's the way I like them. If you want to look how it fits on me, I'm 6 foot tall. I'm 165, 170 pounds, and I'm wearing a small. So if that helps out at all. Hey guys, it's a vegan mailman. Hey Michael. Hey Larry. Rebalancer. Mel. We got a lot of people on here. Apple lover. You want to see the hair? John always wears a hat. Yep. John's got the no hair and I got the long hair. Where are the pups? Well, there's one laying down right behind me. Indy the pup. It was his birthday yesterday.
Happy birthday, Indy.
He got all kinds of treats and extra carrots and sweet potatoes and V-Dog.
Oh, he's such a
A good question, Mrs. Nightmare. I'm actually testing right now a Valentine's Day video. So
I have a couple of videos that I'm doing Kristen's birthday video, and I'm working on a farm video that Janelle. We made a kind of a egg trick muffin. We made like a vegan bagel egg trick muffin sandwichy thing.
Cool.
And then we just did some chores. So I'm working on that video right now. And then I'm doing the Kristen's birthday video, which is, I should have done that first because her birthday was when your birthday was.
Yeah.
But
our birthdays are 2 days apart, or 1 day apart. 25th, 26th. So I've noticed this, and I just want to like say it. I don't know, because I feel, and I've said this before, but I feel like my channel has completely changed from the beginning, and I just don't think that I'm a cooking channel anymore. And the reason why is because every time I put out a cooking video, it's like the least of the least views. And the last video I put out was the sourdough, which everybody's been asking for like a year now, and I've been promising, like, don't worry, I'm going to do it. And it got very, very little views, and I put I'll tell you like how I filmed that, but I put so much time into that video, like I would say about 30 hours into that video. But every time I do upload like a cooking video, they don't get any views anymore. And I know that it's not you guys, because all of you guys are here to watch the channel, and you guys watch pretty much all the videos. So it's not you guys, it's the algorithm within YouTube. Like when I put up a cooking video, people don't watch it on my channel anymore. But when I do other videos like shopping on a budget, or shopping as a vegan, or just like the extreme, like having Josh go vegan and stuff like that, they seem to get better views. Or if it's like a drama video, obviously they get a lot of views. But when I go back to like how we started, it's just, I guess the channel's changed. So I don't know. Yeah, about 30 hours. So here's, if you break it down, so who has seen it? Has most of you seen the sourdough video? If you haven't, go check it out. It's very simple recipe. It's the one everybody's been looking for a long time. So I filmed it, and then John came over, as you saw in the video, for those of you who have already seen it, and he taste tested it with me. That bread came out really good, but it wasn't perfect, and I felt for the video that I was finally going to put out for you guys, I wanted the bread to look amazing, not just okay. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to redo this. But I'm going to keep all the scenes that I did, because I did everything right up to there. But I realized when I put it in the basket, I put it right in the bowl without the towel in there. So it's two different ways you can do it. So if you put it just in the bowl, for those of you guys that know what I'm talking about, some of you probably are lost right now. But when you put it right in the bowl, it gets that nice ring kind of like design on it.
Yeah.
But when you put the towel in there, it has like a little bit of a different texture to it. And the one I made where you tried it, it had the ring on it. And when I tried it again, I wanted to put it in with just the towel without the ring on it. So I tried it like 5 different times, and it just wasn't coming out. And I really think it was because it was so cold here, so cold in my house, that it wasn't rising right. And a couple of them I made were pretty flat. And I've been making this for about 1.5 years, and I've pretty much been like 95% on where they always come out.
Really consistent.
Pretty good.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden I start filming myself, and they're not coming out right. And I'm like, what's going on, And this happens. It's trial and error. So I made all these. I'm going through dough after dough after dough. And each dough takes about a whole day to make. So I didn't spend several days on it. I just made several doughs and I just kept going. And as I would be cooking one, I'd be making another and just trying to figure out, I need to make this look awesome for the video. So finally, one night, I kind of like what we were talking about with the vegan omelet I made. It's 4 a.m. and I'm like, I'm going to do this. So I knew that it was going to take a long time for, the prep of the dough. I had to let it rise, and then I had to preheat the oven. That would take another hour. Then I put it in the oven. That would take around another hour. Then I had to let it cool off. That would take another hour. So I finally do it. It's like 6 or 7 in the morning. The dough comes out. The bread comes out amazing looking. It's the one that you guys see in the video. And then it looks completely different from the one I tried with John. And I'm like, I really liked that clip where John's trying the bread. Because we're both in it together. We work well together. It's not just me trying it. It's John trying it too. I want to keep that, but the bread doesn't look anything like the one I just made. So I go to that video on my phone. I screenshot it. I go downstairs in my kitchen. I hold my phone up to my kitchen, and I start to put everything in order like it looks from John's video. This is a day later. So I'm putting the towel in the right place. I'm putting the cutting board in the right place. I'm putting the utensils in the background. Everything is perfectly like it was. There's one thing that I forgot, but I don't think anybody's going to notice it unless you really, really try to look. I'll let you guys comment on it if you guys can find it, but it's really nothing. So then I try the bread. I cut into it. It looks amazing. And I go, well, don't just listen to me. We got to have somebody else try it too. And then I go to the part where John's there. And if you notice, I zoom into me and John so you can't actually see the bread because it's a different bread. And I give him a piece, which you can't tell. And he tries it. They both were still really good. And he basically said the same thing that he would say if he had the other one because it was nice and fluffy and crispy on the outside. But anyway, that's why it took. And then when I edited the video, it literally took me from like 11 at night until like 7:30 the next morning. No. It took me until 11:30 in the morning when I finally finished the video, and then I went to bed. So
oh my gosh.
I started around 1 or 2 in the morning, and then 11:30 in the morning I finished it, uploaded the thumbnail, did all the stuff in the description box, and then I uploaded the video, and then I passed out. And then when I woke up, I'm like, oh, did anyone watch my video? And it was like barely any views. I'm like, wow, all of that work. I finally put out the video that everybody I thought wanted to see, but that's, I guess, I don't know. When I put out a cooking video, it's not the same as when we used to do this. So I think the channel has kind of grown and changed from that. So that's all right. I'll still do cooking videos, but I'm not gonna. I guess there's a lot of work that goes into them.
Yeah.
And if I'm not getting, I'm basically making like 5 cents an hour. And it's just
like $1 an hour.
Yeah. Anyway, that was a lot of talking on me. I probably lost a lot of these questions, you guys. Did you see anything go by?
There were so many. I was reading them and trying to listen to you. So everybody's probably watching me go.
Yeah. Hey Celia from France. So I staged the very last part, but it was all done. The first part was done authentically, but then the second one I had to redo it.
Oh, Ash wants to know if I went live last night. No, I stayed at the farm last night. I just got back right before I went live with Chris. So I think I have 2 more videos I'm going to post this week, but Kristen and I are going to go live hopefully next week. Next week is not anywhere near Valentine's Day, right? Nears. We have 2 weeks. We're 2 weeks away.
About 2 weeks.
I feel like January is lasting forever.
Yeah.
This winter is lasting forever, at least for tonight. Do you know what that is? Further Seems Forever.
Okay.
The dashboard guy.
Yeah, I know.
You know.
Chris Carrabba.
Yep.
For a second there, I thought you were thought you were singing.
I kind of did like a Coheed accent a little bit.
No, I thought you were, when you started this winter. I thought you were gonna do Bright Eyes.
Oh yeah. I dreamt of a fever one night.
Okay. You complain about your job a lot. Who complains about their job? Me
Oh
or
yeah,
John?
the 5 cents an hour thing. It's
yeah.
funny. It's funny.
Is there any update about A44? The update right now is the latest one on the Kickstarter page, and I got some. I don't have anything to update right now, but some things are happening, and I'm not going to talk about it until I know exactly what those are. So, but yes, I'm excited about it, Melissa. I got a dog under here.
I got a dog. Do you have anything you can feed me right now? If not, that's okay. I was just like,
anything in this?
Apple Lover said, eat something in the video. I'll eat something in this video. I'll eat this.
There's those.
Oh, what's this?
And then there's
like a fruit snack?
Peanut butter, CBD. I don't do CBD, so those are from a Vegan Cuts box.
Oh, yeah, because it's got that stuff that spilled all over it last time.
Yeah. What else?
Remember when I drank 2 energy drinks last week and did a backflip on live television?
No, go. Go lay down.
All right, guys, I'm gonna eat this fruit bar right now.
Oh, also we have these new things from Evoke.
Look how good that zoomed in. Chris, look at this. Look at this view.
Oh my God! Look,
everybody, just look right at it.
We should keep it like that so we don't have to see our faces.
Yeah, that way you look at how you can't see any blemishes on my face because of how beautiful this packaging is.
You're beautiful.
And then I take it away and it's like, oh.
We can try these too by Evoke. They have the cocoa and fresh berries. Happy snacks. These are oat crisp.
You know what? Give me the berries, Chris.
Oh, and did you guys see the post I made yesterday on Instagram? If you guys didn't, go check that out. Ben & Jerry's just sent me the brand new ice cream. It's sunflower butter based. We got creme brulee, milk and something, all vegan, certified vegan.
Milk and cookies.
Milk and cookies, and then mint cookie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, little tiny like.
Oh my God, this is really good.
Is it?
Yeah. You want a bite?
Well, not anymore.
You want a lady in tramp? You want a lady in the tramp? That's
exactly what I was thinking, but no.
You didn't open up any of those ice creams yet?
I didn't try them yet. Yeah, I've been eating so very good. I had quarter day.
If you need me to take one for the team and eat all the ice cream on a real vegan zombie video, I'll do that for you.
I still have some of that Netflix and chilled too. That's the best. That's so good.
In fact, I've been buying different kinds of ice cream, trying to replicate that flavor, and I've been so I need to start eating healthy anyway. I've been saying that for a year and a half. I need to eat healthy.
Some people love watching people eat things. Some people don't like it.
What do I do?
You just got to pretend that you. I think what they don't like is don't eat with your mouth open.
Did that fall out of my mouth? It feels wet.
Yeah, you probably did. You should probably eat it.
It's got a hair on it, though.
Eat it.
No.
B12, come on. Do I ever wish I wasn't a germaphobe? No, because I feel like it's a real thing. I don't know. Like, there's germs out there, and like,
I'm afraid of them.
It's not that. I guess I'm careful. Like,
you just want to live forever.
I mean, if you're okay, for one thing, like, I don't want to get herpes of the mouth by drinking after the same people over and over. It's like some people don't care. I'm like, well, I know it's a possibility. If it's rare, if it's not rare, I don't know. I just try not to do that,
Yeah.
When everybody's, oh, you want to try some? I'm like, no, that's okay. Or they'll try like ice cream. You want to try some? It's like, no, you already ate out of it. I don't want to. Like, I don't know.
That's okay.
I guess I'm a germ-free.
Dude, Chris, you're just trying to take care of yourself in this crazy world out here.
Yeah.
Why don't you leave him alone? Leave Britney alone! Remember that video?
Leave Britney alone, yeah.
Let's watch that video right now.
We could.
Wait, what's this? What am I even opening?
Dang.
Dang!
You just put something in John's hand and he'll start opening it and eating it and he won't even know.
Is this really called dang?
Yeah.
Dang.
They have dang coconut chips and stuff too.
Oh, dang. That smells good.
Travis wants to know, how's winter up there where we are? We had almost no noticeable snow here in Pittsburgh so far this winter. It's pretty mild. It's been cold, but we haven't had a lot of snow like we normally do. There is snow on the ground, but you can see the grass through it, so it's not like completely. It's crunchy right now too.
Apple lover, you gotta stop.
Watch and eat an open mouth, John. Continue eating with your mouth open.
Oh, Apple lover cracks me up every week. And you're in the middle of something. I read it. I'm like,
Chris, did you the vegan leathers shoes from Annie?
Try?
Did I try them? I haven't. No, I haven't.
Can you eat them?
They're vegan. Yeah, you could eat them. I don't know about the rubber.
No, didn't Joseph just say Joseph, you just said something.
Wait, Joseph.
Like 5 minutes ago.
Wait, who? Where?
Joseph Michael said something like 5 minutes. There's too many people. I need like 30 people to leave this chat so I can.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm sorry.
Trini. What was that? What was that?
Somebody just knocked on the window?
Oh, yeah, probably downstairs.
Oh.
We got people. We got lots of people here, guys. Mac and cheese from the box. I thought you were going to make the mac and cheese from the box today. The mac and cheese from the box. What are we talking about here?
Were we going to make the one that we got from the...
Are we talking about the mac and cheese from Bonza?
Or the dollar mac and cheese? I don't remember.
The dollar mac...
That we got from the
Well, we all know what that. We've already tried that before.
Yeah. I don't remember. I don't know about this one.
John, I'm sure so many people wish it was one-on-one chat. It is. It's us to you. Whoever is watching, it's us to you. Just think about that. Make Josh my vegan pizza. I will. Well, I will, but see, I'm making that for the Super Bowl party for Noah Craig.
Is he back yet?
Not yet.
He'll
be
February 8th. There's a UFC fight. Let's have a vegan party here.
Yeah, we did one
John
last
Jones.
time. We'll make a lot of food.
We have to do our New York City thing before that because we'll get Maywa wings and stuff.
Yeah.
We'll charge $100 a head. All of our friends will come over, but they
I think Craig ordered a bunch of them too for the party.
Oh, for the Super Bowl party.
Yeah. The Bonza ones. I did try the Bonza ones. Okay, so because people were asking about the Bonza ones because they heard mixed reviews. So again, I can see how some people might not like the Bonza ones. I like them because they remind me of the Rhodes End, and Rhodes End is my favorite, but it doesn't straight up taste like that cheesy mac and cheese from Mayadea or whatever. It tastes more like a nutritional yeast kind of mac and cheese, but I like that. I like the Bonza one. It kind of smelled weird when I was cooking the pasta because it's like a chickpea. And I was kind of like, oh, maybe, But when I tried it, it was good. It was really good. And they're little tiny, shells. And I like shells better than the elbows anyway for mac and cheese. Because I feel like it takes more of the cheese.
It holds the cheese.
Yes.
And it says cheese. You're coming with me into John's mouth.
Whiz.
Hey, I have some news.
Okay.
I met up with...
News?
No, it's real news.
Real news.
Hashtag real news.
Okay.
I'm reading Criddle Lee.
Yeah, Criddle Lee.
Months ago, probably in the first or second podcast of this very technical difficulties podcast, we talked about doing a pop-up. And then my back hurt, and I was like, let me get my back fixed and all that stuff. Well, obviously that's not going away. And I met up with Jen the other day, and we're thinking May. I know that's kind of far away, but if we do it May, I think there's going to be a lot of people that are going to show up.
For what?
For the pop-up at the Sweet Praxis.
Oh, okay.
So we're thinking about doing it in May so that we can do outside seating.
It's going to be May.
It's going to be May. I'm a terrible dancer. Can we edit that out, please?
Yeah, we'll do that in post. We'll just edit that out.
A sanctuary fundraiser. Okay, so Criddle Lee. I've got a few events coming up. There's a bowling event that my friend Jay set up for Tamerlane and Mockingbird Farm Sanctuaries. That's down in Cornell. It's $50 a ticket, and each ticket has 2 people. $50 a team, and a team consists of 2 people. So if you math it, it's $25 per person. I was thinking the grand prize winner, at least for Mockingbird's side, I was going to throw in a swag bag of a sweatshirt, a t-shirt, a hat, and a kiss from me.
Like that?
Yeah. Or what I'll do is I'll let Sophie kiss me, and then I'll grab all of her saliva and put it in something, and then give it to them and be like, This is a kiss from Sophie.
Yeah.
And this is dripping. Anyway, I'm also doing a mac and cheese fest in March. You're probably going to be in the West Coast.
In March?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going... What time are you doing it?
Second week? The second Sunday?
Oh, yeah, I'll be gone. I'll be out there at the expo. Hopefully.
April, I want to do... Remember the 4-course meal that we did for Tamerlane back in 2015. You don't remember that, do you? Do you remember that?
The what?
The 4-course dinner party that we had at that church for Tamerlane. You, me, Joel, Andrea.
Wait, we had it at a church?
Remember the parish center? 80 people?
Wait, I was there?
Yeah, you made the salad. It's the Tamerlane event that we did.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I thought
I made the raviolis. Yeah, that's all I have to say.
I never edited that video.
There's still a video?
Yeah, I got a video of it.
So anyway.
We should do a series where I just edit all the videos that I never edited over the last 10 years.
You could probably make like 30 videos of all this like B-reel from all of our videos. That's actually fun.
Wait a minute, you cut your hair? No, this is like 10 years ago. I still have a recipe video with you made those noodles like 2 years ago in the summer.
Yes. Oh, the summer soba noodles.
Yeah.
So anyway, I want to do a 4-course a 4-course dinner in April for Mockingbird. I don't think we can have it at the farm, so I got to look for a venue for that. But I'm trying to do something every month, crittily. So Boston is about a 5-hour drive. Mm-hmm. We did an event in Boston once. Remember, we went to. Why did we go there? Just to do karaoke and sell cookbooks or something?
Yeah, I think so.
We went to Boston.
Did we even have cookbooks?
Did we have cookbooks back then?
I don't think so.
So we literally just drove to Boston for a karaoke party. There was like 60 people there.
Yeah, a lot of people there.
That was fun.
I don't think we did have cookbooks then. We just had shirts that I printed on my own.
You know what we should do? Let's do a karaoke tour where I'll just go and I'll sing the Weezer song.
Yeah, I have that video of you doing that too. Laura, when is the Toronto Veg Fest? I would love to go.
Man.
We should go if it's not the same time as like Expo East for me, which usually seems to be the thing. But Craig and I were talking about, and Josh, we're gonna drive up to Toronto too. Not only New York City, we want to go to a bunch of different places. So we're gonna go to New York City. I want to go to Toronto because I've only been to Toronto that one time, a long time ago, where I just messed up in my live presentation there. What was the other thing here? I should shave my beard for a fundraiser. I did that before. I was actually just going to shave it anyway, like today. Forgot, but...
All the way to the...
Yeah, I mean, well, I was going to trim it, but I'll shave it. Like, when it gets to about this length, I usually shave it anyway. How would I do a fundraiser? What? People don't even really care? I feel like I shave my head.
Every hair that that comes off of your beard is $1 for Mockingbird.
Ooh.
So you have to count them all. And then I'll take them and I'll put them in a bag. And then I'll sell them on eBay. Chris Cooney's beard hair. There's probably food on some of it.
I had a huge beard when it was 2 summers ago, and I shaved it live. I did it live, I think. Or no, maybe it wasn't live. I did a video where I shaved it. Gave myself the handlebars and you know the handlebars.
I love the handlebars. That's my May look.
Oh, it was like my head. What I shaved my head as a fundraiser.
Oh.
No,
I don't think you'll ever shave your head.
I'm not.
You're gonna grow your hair. Your hair's gonna be...
I would shave my beard, but I'm not gonna shave my head. I already donated like about 15 inches of my hair to wigs for kids, and I'm growing it. I'm not gonna do that again.
Yeah, forget about the kids, right?
Yeah, forget about the kids.
That's not nice, Chris. Give them your hair.
No, I got a nice email and a certificate saying that somebody received my hair, and that was good. Okay, stop.
Sorry.
You need to stop doing that. He's over here like licking the floor, and it's like...
Have you guys ever licked a good floor?
I don't usually lick the floor. I'm a germ freak. But you do that sometimes, right?
Aaron Garatello.
That's all you had to say.
Isn't that doxing? Am I going to get arrested?
For what?
Take me away.
For what?
I just gave someone's real name. Wait, your real name. You have a real name. So Aaron licked the floor of a Taco Bell while we were on tour once.
For like a dare? Not even.
No, yeah. What he does is, you guys dare me to lick the floor of the Taco Bell? And we're like, please don't. And he just does it. We're like, oh. My God. So Aaron, whenever... Like, we went on tour for 2 months across the country.
Maybe he's that YouTuber that wears a mask that licks everything.
I wouldn't be surprised. I remember, like, we would be staying at somebody's house, and we would all introduce each other, and immediately Aaron would say something inappropriate, and I would just be like, I'm sorry about my friend Aaron. He's always got to be at 11, over the top.
I got a video of him. I'm cringing just thinking about it. But he took a glass, like a drinking glass, like, and he puts his mouth all around it. I'm like, dude, if that broke, he'd slice it. I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah, he's got a big mouth.
Yeah.
Talk about big mouths.
Yeah.
That guy could fit a baseball.
You got a big mouth. And Gorilla Biscuits? Is that Gorilla Biscuits?
I don't know.
Anyway, Anyway, who is your favorite superhero? Asked Mrs. Nightmare. So, as a kid growing up, and you can find this in my kindergarten video, hey, Chris, what do you want to do when you grow up? I want to be Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man has been my longtime favorite superhero, but as time goes on, I really like, we're not talking about the most powerful, but I really like the concept of Wolverine, you know, living for a very long time and being pretty much indestructible. And if somebody asked me if you could have like any superpower, I mean, I feel like if you were Dr. Manhattan, then that's just too much. You're so powerful that what's the point, you know?
Yeah.
So I kept it down. I way dumbed it down. I'm not asking to be the most powerful, but if I could have two superpowers, they're not even from the same like world. It's not even like DC and Marvel. It's like DC and I don't even know where the other one's from. But no, Marvel. So I'd be Wolverine for, you know, immortality pretty much. And then the other one I like the concept of jumper. You can like pour anywhere you want. As long as you've been there, you can be anywhere. And if you ever seen that movie with Hayden Christensen, where
I've never seen it, no, because I thought it was stupid.
It's not, dude. I like it. I like the concept of it.
Well, maybe I just didn't understand it.
Anywhere that he's been, he can jump to. So if he's here with you right now and he's been to Hawaii, he can go there. Bam. And just to save himself, I don't want to give too much away in case you guys want to watch it. But if do you go there in the present or like say same time?
Okay.
So
basically,
the same
time that you've already been there or right now?
No, right now.
Okay,
jump. It's like a portal.
Got it.
So technically, he could go to the most dangerous place in the world, and if he needed to, if he got into some trouble, he could jump to his bedroom. So basically, if he was trying to climb into a volcano and then it was like erupting, he could boom. Or if he jumped out of a cruise ship into the middle of the Pacific Ocean shark-infested water, he could jump back to his home. So,
you know what I would do?
What?
I would swim down as far as I can in the ocean, just as far as I can, just to say that I've been there, and then I would just jump there, just for fun.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if you had Wolverine's
in the middle of the ocean, I would just jump there and be like, "I've been here."
Yeah.
And I wonder if there's a hurricane here right now, and I'll just be there and I'll start swimming.
The ocean is so scary to me.
It's so scary. It's the scariest thing in the like on the planet.
Yeah, it's so scary. And you remember this, like when we went on the cruise, the vegan cruise. First of all, that's the only time in my life I've ever been on a cruise, and everybody was having fun doing their stuff. What was I obsessed with the whole time, John? Oh my God. And I'm just looking at the monitors out in the middle. I'm like, look at how deep we are now. And I'm like, John, remember when I was like, oh my God, we're 900 feet. Look, we're like 3,000 feet. John, we're over a mile deep. I'm like, do you know the things that are below us right now? It's just incredible to think of what is below us right this second.
And what's below us, but not only what's below us looking up at us.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know. We're going off on tangents here, guys.
Yeah.
So anyway, that was...
So you're... Okay, you know who my favorite superhero would have been when I was growing up?
Who?
Not would have been, was Superman.
Yeah, I like Superman, but...
I'm talking Christopher Reeve's Superman,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When I was a kid. Because, dude, unstoppable. Nice guy. Nerd.
Yeah. He really is unstoppable, and he doesn't get enough credit. It's like, well, you know, Superman technically could take out all of us.
Yeah.
You know? Like, how many people actually have kryptonite? And even if you did, like, I mean, Superman, like, just he's still, you know...
I don't know if I have, like, a current... Wolverine is... I do love Wolverine.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to think of, like... In terms of, like...
Oh, there's a good question from Produce. Are you scared to die? I'll answer that as soon as you finish yours.
Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah.
I don't necessarily have a favorite superhero from that, but, like, that show... It's, like, my favorite. It, like, encompasses... Yeah. It's, like, Star Wars, but better for me, because it's got...
That N-War was good.
It had better
everybody
acting.
in it.
It's got better, like... I love the banter between Thor and Star-Lord.
Oh, yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah.
Are you scared to die?
Okay, so I always... When I think about it, I feel like, yeah, I'm afraid to die. I don't want to die. So my wish is, like, I want to be, like, either a vampire or Wolverine. I want to live forever. I want to be around. I would love to see what happens. Like, I would love to find... I would love for the scientists to find, and I'm always looking at the latest updates, you know, the longevity and like how we could live to 200-300 years old, stuff like that. I'm always thinking about this. But when it comes down to it, I've been in near-death experiences, and I'm okay with every time I get on a plane, I basically say, you know, I'm accepting the fact that this might be it. And I'm like, okay, whatever, that's it for me. You know, and I've been on a plane before where I didn't know, but like it, you know, we went through some pretty bad turbulence and everybody was scared. And I was like, if it is what it is. And that time we went into Toronto, that's probably the worst. Remember we flew on that little, what was it called? The mud skipper?
The puddle jumper?
The puddle jumper. And when we were coming in, we were going like left and we were like really swaying back and forth. And I'm like, how are we going to land doing this? And we were in, it was such a small plane. We could see the pilots, and I was looking at them, and they didn't even look confident. And everyone on the plane was just so quiet, and everybody was like bracing themselves and looking at and I was like, oh my God, this isn't going to be good. How are we going to land, you know? And right as we were coming down sideways, he straightened out, and he goes, and I was like, oh, okay. But the time that I was getting electrocuted and almost died, I tried to survive and stop it, but there was nothing I could do. And when everything was going white in on me, like I finally just said to myself, I'm like, all right, this is it. I guess I'm dead. I guess I'll find out if there's a God. I'll find out if I'm going to see my, you know, relatives that died. I'll find out now. I was kind of bummed out because I never drove a car. I never had a girlfriend. I never had all these things at that age. And I basically gave up at that point because I'm like, there's nothing I can do. So I guess I wasn't afraid at that point. There were all the other times that I was about to die. I guess I can't tell the one story, but you know it. But the one in Florida, that was scary. That was real scary. But I think I was more angry than I was scared. And in my head, it's a weird when you say you knew, but like in my head, I knew that I was going to die, but I didn't. And I kind of like, I wasn't scared. I was angry. I was angry that I was never going to see my parents again. And so I don't know, like when I think about it now from like a nice, comfortable place, like I feel like I would be scared to die, but when it comes down to it, I'm just like, all right, well, I guess this is it for me.
I could see you being like,
yeah,
all right,
yeah, like I mean, what
do you know?
I'm not the kind of person that stresses out or gets anxiety about certain things. So if I do, it's a really bad problem, but it's very rare. Like I have the attitude where being stressed about something is not going to make anything better. So, for instance, if I had to have something done at a certain time, I do my best to get it done in that time. But if there's no way that I can do it, I'm not going to stress myself out. I'll be like, life's going to go on. Like, you know, I'm going to do what I need to do, but it didn't work out.
Mm-hmm.
How did I get electrocuted? I was 14 or 15 years old. It was summer. I was hanging out at my friend's house, who I want to do videos with now. He's the friend that I went vegetarian with. We both got our same tattoo.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, he grew up in a very, very, very poor situation. Like, his house I kind of want to do, like, where he went from, because now he's made it. Like, he's a millionaire now, and he went from nothing, self-made.
Hawaii?
No.
Who are you talking about?
Chansey, yeah.
He's a millionaire?
Yeah.
Can I have some?
He's doing really, really well for himself. All self-made. But he came from nothing, like raised by a single mother. And he became my friend when I was like 14. We started skateboarding together. His front door didn't even lock. Okay? And so they had this little trailer outside the house, like a little camper, beat-up camper. And I was spending the night over there. And it was me and him and his little brother. And he was on the phone, because this is back in like 1990. He's on the phone. He had a phone line going all the way out there with his new girlfriend at the time, which they're married now. They've been together for like almost 30 years.
As long as I've known him,
yeah. And it was a Saturday, because I remember we had a little black and white TV in there, and it was Saturday Night Live. And we were kind of like singing stupid songs, me and his little brother. Just making stupid songs up, just messing with him, you know. And he's like, guys, shut up, I'm trying to talk to Kara. And we're like, all right, whatever. And then his brother's like, he had to go to the bathroom. He had to go take a pee. And I'm like, I do too, you know. And he said something to me, but I didn't hear what he said. Now, there was a lot of electricity going in there from like the TV and all the stuff, and they had it all rigged up. Like it wasn't the way it should be. And the thing that he told me, we were barefoot and it was raining out. It wasn't raining hard, it was sprinkling out. And he went out first, and then he told me, he said, jump out when you get out, don't hold on to the side. I didn't hear him. I didn't know what he said. I knew nothing. He was only like probably 12, you know? So he didn't explain to me why or what or how serious it would be.
Yeah, no, hey, you're going to get hurt if you... Yeah.
He didn't. So I grabbed the side of the camper and I lowered my bare foot down on the ground. And as soon as I touched the ground, I started getting electrocuted really bad. And in my head, I knew his mom was inside sleeping and I didn't want to wake her up. I could still think. I could think with a very sharp mind what was going on. And it felt like I was being shook and so hard. And I thought to myself, don't wake her up, don't scream, and just let go. And for anybody that knows, when you're getting electrocuted, all your muscles tense up and you can't let go. So there was nothing I could do. I could not let go. And I just screamed as loud as I could. I said, help me. I screamed it. I screamed, help me. And my legs gave out. Like I was no longer standing. I was hanging by my arm that wouldn't let go on the side of the camper. And all I could remember was looking at the side of the camper. And all my thoughts in my head were going, like when they say your life flashes before you, it really did. I was only 14 or 15 at the time, but I started thinking like, you know, my mom, my dad, my brother, like, you know, skateboarding, like all the things that I love, my grandma, my grandpa, like all these things. And then I started thinking like, it's over for me. Like I'm never gonna, like I was looking forward to like the next year getting my driver's license.
You're never gonna kiss Wendy?
Wendy, who's Wendy?
I don't know, I just made that name up.
Yeah, I was never gonna have sorry, I spit on you.
That's fine.
I never had a girlfriend. I never drove a car. All these things I never got to do. I'm not gonna say goodbye to my parents. And then I always thought like when you die, everything goes black, but everything from the outside in started going white. Like this, and it was like spinning like that. It was closing in on me until the only thing I could see was the side of the camper until everything. And then I remember waking up on the ground and looking up, and my friend Chancey kicked me off. I don't know what he did. He kicked me off or pushed me off or whatever. His little brother was on the side of me over to the right, and he was looking at me. He was crying. He's like, oh my God, like that. He freaked out and he froze up. He was only 12. All he had to do was run over and unplug the extension cord, but he froze. He didn't know what to do. And Chancey thought I was messing around, so he didn't get up right away to save me. He was talking. He's like, shut up, guys, shut up. But then he realized what was happening, and he was like, he got up real quick, and he must have, I don't know what he did. He kicked me off or what. I was hanging on hard, so he saved me. And
I like to imagine it as he's running, like, remember Ninja Gaiden, the Nintendo game?
Yeah.
Did you ever play it?
Yeah, I did.
He's running like Ninja Gaiden,
yeah,
and then he jumps and he drop kicks you right in the chest plate.
But that wouldn't have happened because I was on the side of it, so I don't know. He must have got shocked himself when he did it. But anyway, I woke up, and the first thing I noticed, I looked up, and my fingertips were, they burned really bad, and my feet, my toes, they like, I guess like they all like contorted up, and like I felt like they had cramps in them really bad, and I was traumatized. I was so traumatized. The most traumatized, well, until the next thing happened, but one of the most traumatizing things I ever felt in my life was I never wanted to get near that camper again, and it was about 4 a.m, or maybe 2 or 3 a.m. when this happened, and I wanted to just get away from it. Now, Chancey was just like, he went right back in there and just basically started talking to his girlfriend again, and I was like, there was no adult supervision or everything, which was weird for me because I grew up with too much adult supervision. Yeah, and I was like, my mom like made an exception to say I could go over to their house and spend the night, where I wasn't allowed to do a lot of things. I was very sheltered. So I didn't tell my parents this at all, because if I told her this, I would never be able to leave the house again. So I never told them until years later. But we went back inside because I was like, I'm going to go inside. Please, let's go inside. And so I went inside with his little brother, and I slept on the bunk bed. And I needed to preoccupy myself with something because like I was so like traumatized of what just happened to me that like I wouldn't let him turn the lights on. I'm like, keep the lights on, and like we had these paint markers, so we were like painting like the grip tape on our skateboards and stuff. And I was just trying. He's like, dude, I gotta go to sleep. It's like 4 a.m. And I'm like, well, can we just keep the lights on? He's like, dude, just turn it off. So I'm like, okay. And then from then on in, for like 6 months after that, I would have these nightmares of this big construction guy with a dirty face and construction, and he'd walk up to me with this big like cable with like sparking wires, and he'd go and he'd put it on me, and I'd wake up like to this all the time, and I couldn't be near or sleep next to an outlet of any kind. And so
can I tell you 2 stories?
Yeah, go ahead. I just talked for way too long.
No, that's great. That reminds me. Even to this day, 38 years old, I like panic every time I screw in a light bulb.
Okay.
So when I was a kid, Dane was over, my next door neighbor, best friend at the time. We're like 8, 9 years old. I got this inflatable globe about this big that we're hitting around the room. We knock over my lamp, and the light bulb blows. And I was like, oh my God, what am I going to do? So I was like, I'm going to do an experiment. And I unscrewed the light bulb. It's still plugged in. Nothing happens. I throw the broken light bulb away. And then I take, with my hands on the nightlight, I unscrew this nightlight. And I put it in the outlet just to see if it would power it. My fingers were inside the socket when I turned it on. And it blew me across the room. I hit the wall, like from your side of the wall almost to here. I fell down. My whole hand was black. And I was so afraid to tell my parents, but I had to because I needed a new light bulb. My dad was at work, and I tried so hard to hold my hand, and they're like, "What did you do?" And I just turned it. I made up some lie because I was too embarrassed. I put a nightlight into a regular light bulb socket.
Oh my God!
And then one other thing happened. 5-10 years later, I was changing the strings on my guitar. This is funny. This is why, like when you said you were afraid of outlets next to your head, the string that I took off, I fell out of my hands, and it went down and it hit a plug that was kind of halfway pulled out of the outlet like this, so it made a connection.
Oh.
And the whole house, I lost power. But I'm like, dude, if I was holding onto that guitar string, or if it was still attached, I would have been probably. Well,
imagine all that electricity going into the camper, and I was the grounding agent for that because
I'm surprised it didn't kill you immediately. Well, I guess it must not have been enough. Maybe you're some sort of superhuman.
I just remember the feeling of, it felt like I was holding on to like a giant guitar string that was vibrating so hard, and I couldn't let go of it. That's how it felt. It was bad. Yeah, so I didn't die. I'm here again. But yeah, I'm not. So whenever anybody, like, because my friends have had like, you know, like tasers and stuff. They're like, let me tase you. Just let me do it. Like, no. Or if you were like, you know, like tasered by like, you know, police and stuff, like you gotta go I'm like, I don't ever want to get tasered or want to feel it. Like I've been tased. I don't know how long I was on that. It was at least 10-15 seconds. It was bad.
Yeah. And then, but you know what, now was that before or after the nail incident?
After.
Okay, it's good. So you got your revenge on the world.
Yeah.
Now, did you do that because you wanted to see somebody else react?
I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know what it would do. And I wasn't willing to see what it would do myself.
Well, you've already seen what electricity can do, right, at that point.
No. I did the electricity thing that my neighbor before that happened to me.
So you got a good taste of your own.
Yeah, so it was probably a little bit of karma, but I totally could have died, yeah. I don't know if they're asking us or if they're asking other people in the chat.
I almost drowned when I was 12. That kid, you know, Lauren, that I showed you that picture of, Dane's brother, he saved my life.
How did he save your life?
He pulled me out of the water. Twice, 2 times I almost drowned because I grew up on Oneida Lake, right?
Yeah.
The first time,
that's crazy.
I was running out to see my brothers. And I was looking, I'm an idiot, if that probably should have been dead back then. I fell off the dock and landed on the rocks and knocked myself out, and I woke up in the bathroom. I have no idea who picked me up. I guess my brother, Michael, picked me up, brought me up to the house, and like I woke up in the bathroom. So I was running on a dock, and then I woke up in the bathroom. It was crazy.
I remember Spencer's, they had black light bulbs. I used to get them there.
Does Spencer still exist?
I don't think so. Maybe.
Hot topic.
Yeah.
Does.
I had a. I'm remembering a comment above. I don't remember. I did have a MySpace. Yeah.
I think Celia. I follow you on Instagram.
I'd love to go. Yeah, Celia is a longtime
Vegan Zombie follower.
Patron.
Oh, a patron for the.
Yes. So thank you.
Nice.
I would love. I've always wanted to go to France because I'm not good at speaking any other languages, but I would say the best language I can speak is French, other than English. And it's
I can
very
only
bad.
speak French in the kissing terms.
Oh.
Ew, Chris, grow up.
Don't look at me when you say that again.
Yeah, why did I... All right. Let's talk about all the times we almost died. That's morbid. Did you have any other close calls?
Yes. I don't think I can tell the other one, though.
Yeah.
I don't think I should. I told a couple people on here before in a very private chat. The only reason it was private because nobody was watching us. And they're like, yeah, that's crazy. Don't tell that to anybody. So I don't think I'm going to. All right, so there I was. No.
I shouldn't have said that. Apple lover, you know what? I opened myself up for that one. And
I do have one other one that I can tell.
Ooh, I want to hear it.
I've already told these before. I feel like you guys are going to be bored.
No, there's 82 out of 6 billion people. Maybe they weren't here last
Linda
week.
says, do not tell that story ever. Yeah. I might actually...
Linda knows that story?
It's a very interesting story. You would never think it.
It happened.
Yeah, it did.
It happened. But like, I thought maybe you wouldn't want to give it away because if...
Everybody here knows it. Like, yeah, don't tell that story. I'm like, wait a minute. How do you guys all know? The snake, Chris, just tell. The snake. I have a snake story, but I didn't almost die. But I do have a snake. Well, the other one okay, so here we were. I was 18. It was April, the year after,
1842.
Hold on, it was April. So maybe I was 19. Yeah, I think I was 19. And, Crittally, thank you for the, okay, we're telling it now. Well, no, I'm going to tell this one. So I remember it was the year after I had graduated because I didn't have to go back to school and we were trying to find stuff to do, being like not having to go to school anymore, So it was me and Billy and...
Billy's funny.
I think Sean... It was 3 of us. No, wait, maybe it was Chancey. It was Chancey. And we decided, because it was such a nice day in April in Syracuse. Such a nice sunny day. So we're like, hey guys, let's go camping in the Adirondacks. In the tallest mountain in the Adirondacks. Because it's April. So we drove all the way out there. Now, I've gone camping before, but like, Green Lakes and, campgrounds.
Yeah.
So we went there.
There's literally plumbing coming out of the ground that you can... Yeah, and electricity.
And this was my first, if I go camping now, I'm ready for survival mode. But I'm naive, ignorant Chris back then, very young and stupid. And I had a nice sleeping bag. Yep. It was a kid's cotton sleeping bag that went up to about here on me. And I had a bag full of so many things I didn't need, like tons of canned foods and stuff. My bag was super heavy. I'm like, I'm all ready to climb the tallest mountain. In the area that we were in, I think it was called Blue Mountain. No, Snowy Mountain, Mount Snowy. Should have known by the name of it. So there was no snow where we lived, but when we got up there, we're like, oh my God, guys, there's a lot of snow here. There's a lot of snow here. So we're like, all right, well, we got to start climbing before it gets dark out. We're like, yeah, that's going to happen pretty soon, right? Yep. Okay, so we go, we hike in, I don't know, it seemed like a couple miles just on the trail just to get to the climb. And, there's a bunch of snow. And as we're going there, I realized that, guys, I lost my tent. It must have slipped off my back. They're like, well, go back and get it. And I'm like, seriously, you guys aren't going to come with me? They're like, no, we're not coming with you. And I'm like, I was so afraid of bears. I'm like, oh my God. So I start running back and I'm like, I'm looking for it. And then I don't find it. So I freak out and I run back to him. I'm like, I can't find it. And then Chancey was like, oh my God. So he runs forever and grabs it and comes back. Gets it. He's like, here's your tent. So I'm like, all right. So then we start walking up the snow. And this is where it gets bad. The snow was that deep. Okay.
Holy cow.
But it was pretty crispy, and we would step and then sink. And every step we took was boom.
That's exhausting.
Yeah, boom, up a hill to the point where my legs were cramping out, and I'm like, guys, wait, and they were like, we can't wait, Chris. Like, if you don't come with us, we're all gonna die. We knew it. We knew that. Like, we couldn't help each other at that point. We were all fighting for our own life.
Oh my gosh.
So I was freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, my leg was shaking from cramping, and I was like trying to crawl up the side of just to keep going so I wouldn't lose sight of where they were. Because they kept going, and I made a big mistake of putting way too many things in my bag and not being ready for it, and just being very sheltered and being in a situation like this. And so I made myself keep climbing. Like I was freaking out. I was like, I'm gonna die, and they kept going, and finally we get to the top, and we're freezing, and it's snow everywhere, and it's pitch black. And we got to set our tents up and make a fire, and we're freezing, and we couldn't even light a match. Now, we should be on that show like, I shouldn't be alive. So, we're at the top of this. We're not even supposed to be camping on the top of this mountain, I don't think. And luckily, because I did think of certain things, so I brought like a ton of like lighter fluid and stuff like that. We couldn't get anything lit, so we like put lighter fluid all over this dead tree, and we just lit it, and that was our fire, and it turned into like a nice fire for us. And we put our tent in the ground and stuff, and they shared a tent, and I was in my own. I was like, "Can I share a tent with you?" And they're like, "Chris, put your tent up and get in it now." And I'm like, "Oh, I'm gonna die." So I get in the tent. I couldn't even like. I get, normally when you get in a tent, you take off your boots and stuff. I kept my boots on, and I got in my cotton sleeping bag.
This sounds like the worst.
Oh my God. I got in my cotton sleeping bag, and I put it up like this, and I'm just shivering all night, like so cold. Like, I'm gonna die. And then I wake up, like something was wrong. I wake up to like a sudden movement. I'm like, what was that movement? And I'm like, I'm not like flat anymore. I'm like this. I'm like, what's going on? So I climb out of my tent. My tent slid down the hill and got caught in some trees. And I'm like, well, I definitely, so far I could have died twice just from freezing to death and the tent sliding. And morning comes, and we get out of the tent, and I'm like, we got to hike back down. And like, I'm trying to get warm now. And like, I'm like, I didn't die. I made it through the night. And it was a beautiful sight because we're at the top of this huge mountain, and we're above the clouds.
Oh,
and
man.
we all start walking to see the sunrise above the clouds. And it was cold and icy, and they were walking ahead of me, and then I started walking, like, wow, look at this. And this is before cell phones. We didn't have anything to take pictures with, but I think my friend did have one camera, because there is a picture of me on like hanging on a tree doing the bear. They're like, Chris, do the bear, and it was basically I would go like that, because we got it from E.T., where E.T. goes like that, and then it was like, guys, I'm a bear like that, and I got up on this tree and anyway, we all start walking to the edge of the cliff, and stupid me, I start walking like, I want to see the edge. And then I realized, they're like, Chris, what are you doing? And I turn around, and they are way behind me, and I'm sliding on ice, and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm looking, and I'm about to slide right off the cliff, which turned out to be like straight down, like a mile down, you know? And I'm sliding, and the only thing I could do at that point was I just dropped right down to my stomach, and I put my fingernails into the ice. Ooh. And I'm like, and they had to literally grab, and there was a piece a grass patch, and I just grabbed onto it, and they had to grab a branch to put out to me so I could like climb back up. And they're like, and they were making fun, because we were just stupid. Like, we were like Jackass before Jackass was a thing with Bam and everybody, and they just thought it was funny. Like, Chris almost just slid off the cliff, you know, like, and I'm like, yeah, just another
day. You almost just died, bro.
But when I think about it now, I'm like, yeah, I legit almost just died there
3 times.
Yeah.
That's I never heard that story, Chris.
Yeah. Well,
that was my first one.
Well, now everybody's heard it. It's 87 people. The polar bear, from last night. Eat some chips. I love the crunchies. You want us to try these? What you want to try, like the cocoa or the berry?
Berry, fresh berry.
Fresh berries. So these are Evoke. These guys are from. Did you ever meet them?
No.
I think they're from Rochester.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And they make the Evoke like muesli.
So if I move to Rochester, you're gonna have to help me get set up so we can do like live streams with a split screen. We could still hang out.
Oh yeah.
How's that computer coming along?
Oh yeah, it's done.
Is it?
No. I didn't know what else to say though.
Did you show these guys this?
Yeah, I did.
Oh wow! Look at now. That's how a professional holds up a bag right there.
Not really. Show it so they can see it.
Okay, sorry.
There you go.
Gluten-free.
I like the packaging, all that stuff on it.
Happy Snaps. Hi, welcome to Happy Snaps. I'm your host, Happy. Wow.
I could eat those.
That's berry-licious.
I kind of want to try these now. Should we try these?
I got it.
All right. This smells like a scratch and sniff from like kindergarten.
Healing wants to know if I'm moving soon. Yes. If you get a second, watch from the beginning of this podcast because I talk a little bit about it. Kristen and I are going to be moving out to the farm or near it. There are 2 houses potentially going up for sale. And I can't get too much into what my job's going to be just yet because it's not like set in stone. But one of the potential jobs is at the farm, and then the other one is like 3 miles down. Chocolatey ones.
They're good. Do you like them?
Yeah.
Usually we don't have any good titles for our live streams, but so far we talk about our favorite superheroes and near-death experiences.
Good.
Yeah, there we go. You guys have any of you toyed with the idea of minimalism? I try to be as much as I can, but like I just went through and cleaned a ton of stuff out and got rid of stuff, donated stuff. But there's certain things that I'm very sentimental, and I got like these memory attachments to certain things that I just won't get rid of. So as far as I can, I try to be like that. I'm trying to do good with like clutter and stuff, and it's hard because people send me stuff all the time, and I'm trying to find places for it and do stuff, and it's like I just want everything to be like clean and clutter free and stuff like that. So yeah. Spider-Man favorite. I mean, I would take Spider-Man too. I mean, as a favorite superhero. If you said no, you can't be Wolverine and you can't be Jumper, but you can be Spider-Man, I'm like, all right, let's do it.
I'll swing from buildings in New York City. I would totally do some amazing things with webs if I was Spider-Man.
You would be.
I would sleep in a web for 100%.
They would probably call you the Amazing Spider-Man.
They would be like, I would not have as cool of a name as Spider-Man. I'd be like Guy Spider or Harry Spider, Johnny Spider.
We better move these because I keep grabbing them.
Give me the fresh berry ones. I like those better than the chocolate. Here,
Okay.
You eat these ones.
No, I want to I don't want to eat anymore right now. Oh, look. Did I open them wrong? I opened them wrong.
Oh, no. It was a resealer.
Oh, my God. Well, I'll just get like a little clip.
Yeah.
Put it there. Do I regret getting rid of anything? I do. I regret getting rid of my Star Wars Winter Hoth set with the snowman, the Wampa, and the Tauntaun, because it's worth a lot of money now. There's a few things, but I still have the majority of the toys I had when I was a little kid. So I have the original in a box Voltron.
Oh, do you really?
And I have a bunch of Transformers.
Wow.
And some Star Wars characters.
Can I play with them later? Or?
Maybe we should play with them in another stream.
No, you won't. You shouldn't let me play with anything. I will break it.
Chris, did you have to attend Academy when you were a special investigator? No, I did a training. I went through training. It was a different kind of a training, but yeah, I did training for it in Loveland, Colorado, which sucked. But the highlight of that was we went to visit the on our day off. We went, me and a bunch of other investigators. We went up to Estes Park, and I can't be eating all these.
I know. I put it over there. I don't want to see them anymore.
The hotel, the Stanley Hotel from The Shining. That was pretty fun. Oh, you just sold a bunch of unopened Legos. I was never into Legos. I was more into like Transformers, and I still have a bunch of like bizarre things that most people probably don't remember. Do you guys remember Battle Beasts? I have them. Visionaries, I have some of them.
Battle Beasts.
Yep. G.I. Joe was pretty popular. So,
what about Teenage Mutant?
I got those.
They're heroes in a half shell,
my niece,
and they're green.
Yeah, my niece loves them. Her favorite is Leo.
Leo's the leader, right? Yeah. I kind of like Raphael because he's the wise, he's the badass.
He's the wise guy. I like Michelangelo because he's just like,
dude, pizza,
let's go skateboard, like that.
Yeah. Donatello, he was like, he's like your meditating like guy. That dude. When those shows came out, the movies, do you remember those in the 90s? Or the 90s?
What? Yeah, no, it was 90s. Yeah, 90s.
They were good. Let's watch them.
I watched them.
Let's watch them right now.
Do you like the movie The Equalizer? I don't really remember it, but I know they have a new one on Stars because I always get an ad for it where he gives a card to Denzel Washington. And he's like, oh. Do you remember that? Have you seen it?
No.
Oh my god, I want to watch it. I bet if I pull up a video right now, it'll come up. If I pull up one of my own videos, let's see if it does. Now I got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in my head. And they're green.
Heroes in a half shell.
Turtle power. Let's see if it comes up. No, we got chicken. No, I don't want to see chicken.
Ew.
It's on. Come on.
Oh, while you're finding it, can I talk about somebody asked if I regret having gauges in my ears?
Yes.
No, because if I regretted them, I would just pull them out and they'd shrink up to a tiny little nub. Or I could have surgery. Who cares? It's the 2020s. You know what I'm saying?
I can't find it. Usually, whenever I'm not looking for it, it comes up. And I just he's like, wow. But it looks interesting. I want to check it out. What's that noise?
Somebody's watching something.
Oh. I thought it was coming from I left something on.
Oh my gosh, Marina, can you message me the Russian version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle song? I need to hear it. And I want to learn it. And we can sing it together. Someday. I went too far. I crossed the line.
Wait, I was reading something as you were saying that. What'd you say?
I'm going to learn the Russian version of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles song.
Oh, you totally should.
Chris, tell me about your FBI files.
Wait, one of you worked for the FBI? No, I didn't work for the FBI. I was trying to get into the FBI. I was a special investigator under the United States Office of Personnel Management, so Department of Defense. I was a special investigator for 8 years, trying to get into the FBI, so,
You never did it, though.
Never did it.
Chris, you're never going to be good enough to be in the FBI.
So funny story. So...
I didn't mean it this way before you guys hear the story.
It's funny to look back on it now, but so my passion now is Vegan Zombie and doing this. But once upon a time, my passion was to one day become a special agent in the FBI, and I was working really hard to do that. I went to school for that, and I was working different jobs that were going to get me in the door by doing that, like surveillance, all that kind of stuff. And I was at John's house, and now John's passion has always been music, and he wanted to make it in a band, and he's been in several bands, very talented musician.
Oh, buddy, stop it!
But so he looked at me once, and he might have said it wrong or didn't mean it that way, but the way it came out, he looked right at me and goes, "You're never gonna make it into the FBI."
Okay. Finish it.
That's what you said, right?
Finish it, and then I'll tell my side of the story.
I know, but that's what you said.
Yes, I absolutely said, Chris, you can't get into you can't get into the CIA or
you can't get into the FBI. And I looked at him because I was dedicated. I had dedicated 12 years of my life to doing that. So yeah, you put your mind to something, you're supposed to be able to do that. It doesn't always work out. But I gave it a fair try. Anyway, he looked right at me and goes, "Chris, you're not going to..." He looked at me like, "You're not going to get in the FBI." And I looked right back at him. I go, "You're not going to make it in a band or whatever."
It was funny because you were talking about, you're like, I need to drop off. He said you needed to drop something off, like an application to get into the FBI. And I was like, What I meant to say was, you can't just get into the FBI by dropping off an application. Like, it was the way you said it. So I was like, that's not how you do it. And you go, shut up, John, your band's never going to make it. And I was like, oh my God, it sounded so bad. I did not mean it that way.
Yeah. But neither one of us meant
no,
that.
we started. Do you know where we were? We were at my parents' house.
I know. I remember sitting there.
That was, we laughed really hard after that. We had a hearty laugh.
Yeah. Off Duty wants to know vegan steel toe boots. I have a pair that I really like. Very durable. I've had them since 2010. They're from a company called Vegetarian Shoes. And I have a really nice, they go up to about that tall, nice steel toe. And I wear them whenever I need to wear boots. So, I mean, I've worked at the Pentagon. I've worked at some crazy places, DARPA, freaking all kinds of places. So, but then again, I've told a bunch of stories about my days as an investigator and some of my scariest encounters. But, I've already
Did you ever work for the Dharma Initiative?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. It was on an island a long time ago. I have a
They tricked you.
Fuzzy memory of how I got off that island.
Yeah.
Or if I even am off that island.
I think that you're actually dead.
I played these numbers and I won the lottery.
Did you ever see that video on YouTube about the police officer that ate pot brownies with his wife?
Yes. Yeah.
And he called 911
and he's like sitting in the closet, I think we're dying.
Time is going by really, really, really slow. I think we're dead. You need to please come.
So Big Josh Vegan is down there.
Oh, I hear his big hearty voice.
Yeah.
Did you know that he is 9'6" tall?
Do you need a clearance to hear those? Well, if I told you, I'm not allowed to tell details, so I've never told details about anything. But I can tell like general things. Like, yeah, I worked here. This is where I worked, and blah blah blah. But actually, to be like, well, John Doe did this on January 14th, 1972, and you'll never guess. Yeah, I heard all kinds of stories. I am a time traveler. I try to travel in time all the time. I've been doing it since I was little. It's all in my mind. I tell myself, I'm me. I control me. I control everything I do because I am me. So I'm going to force this thought on future me and see if it comes to be. Well,
it rhymed. Yeah, that was nice.
Oh, hey, Laura. ASMR wants to know what our favorite music band is. My all-time favorite has always been The Cure. There's a lot of other bands these days that I really like, but all-time favorite, The Cure.
I do not have a favorite band. I only have favorite albums.
Cursive?
Cursive album is my favorite. The Death Cab for Cutie is my number 2. And then a Circa Survive album is my number 3. Every Time I Die is number 4. They moved all the way up. So that's one band that I can say I like almost every album that they put out. And it's a band from Buffalo, New York called Every Time I Die.
Oh, that's so sweet.
They're like, yeah, that's fun. They're fun.
Oh my God, you were going to send a Pyrex bowl? The most coveted bowls in existence? That would be awesome.
System of a Down.
No, wake up. Get up.
So I've actually done that song a cappella in my... You guys, I don't know if you guys know this.
I don't.
Do you even know this?
Be careful when you do this.
Sorry, because you can't afford a... Yeah, forgot. Sorry. This is an amateur show. We need a boom, Chris.
Yeah.
We should get one that hangs down from the ceiling. That'd be pretty cool.
I actually like... I wouldn't say like I'm a big fan of the band, but there are a couple of songs. I like the song Spiders. I think that's the first one they came out with.
By...
System of a Down.
Oh.
And I don't even really remember how it goes.
I was in an a cappella band when I was in college. Did you know that?
Coheed is one of our favorite bands.
Yeah, definitely Coheed. I could watch them play live.
Modest Mouse too.
You know what I thought of when I was on the way here? There's a song by Appleseed Cast.
Yeah. Dreamland?
That's where he's like, one more step.
Take us to balance now.
Oh my God, I'm gonna put that on my Spotify.
There's no denying
this is what you are. Yeah. You sent me that song, or you made a mixtape.
I was ahead of the game.
Bright Eyes If Winter Ends.
I downloaded this thing called like Napster back in the day, and I downloaded songs.
Dreamland.
I remember the first song that I ever downloaded, ever.
What was it?
Way before it was not illegal to download songs.
Oh my God, I've been looking for this song.
Yeah.
Hang on. That's probably really loud.
Yeah. Radiohead is, I like Fake Plastic Trees, and
Oh my God, this is the best song.
it is. It's so good.
And that I owe that to you. So, Chris, not only did you inspire my veganism, but you really inspired my music taste too. Am I just like
Me?
a lesser version of you, a crooked back?
No, you're the musical version of me, because you took those songs and you could play them. The songs that I've showed you. Remember, I showed you another song a couple years ago. I'm like, I think you might like it. Do you like it? And you're like, yeah.
Oh my God, you know what song it was? It was. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Rory.
I wrote you a letter, asked your best friend to send it. It's so good, man.
I'm like, because we both like, because if it just sounded kind of like brand new a little bit, and I'm like, I really think you'll like this.
I like Radiohead.
I like some of Radiohead.
Some Radiohead.
Some of it just kind of, I don't know. And I found a lot of.
Celia just said, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt, but the Alchemy Index, that is definitely like, when I said Every Time I Die, that the entire Alchemy Index was like my number 4, and it's still up in my top 5. That's that Thrice album that we talked about.
Yeah, the Wind, Fire.
Yeah. So the water part of that album series, when we would go on the cruise ship, I would just walk around the deck and like at night and look at the moon and listen to that album. It was the best.
The singer of Cambria, are you talking about Claudio Sanchez? He's like one of the best singers. He's awesome. I've seen him live like several times.
He's got a voice that, like, anytime a Coheed song comes on, you'll be able to tell who it is. And
when I first heard him, and other people have said this too, it sounded to me, I'm like, wait, is this Rush? He kind of sounded like he could cover a Rush song and be spot on, or vice versa.
Yeah, the first time I saw him, I thought that same thing. They played with Brand New and Starting Line, believe it or not. That was like pop. That's like a pop punk lineup a million years ago. 21 Pilots, they're really talented. I like some of their songs, actually. They're pop. You ever listen to them?
Yeah, they're talented. I've seen some of their... Yeah, the Rush drummer just died. Wesley Willis, he's dead. He was...
Oh, no. We're dead. Oh. Why do I look like I am completely... Great face, John. Can you guys still hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us. I just got to put a new battery in. Don't panic, guys. Especially at the disco.
Metalcore. Okay, so if we're talking about the year 2000, from 2000 to 2004, metalcore was huge. So I got really into Poison the Well back then, and then I really liked The Chariot and Norma Jean. I feel like those were some of my favorite bands back in the early 2000s. Math rock. I was in a math rock band that was terrible, so I'm not even going to say the name, but we went on tour with a band called Demira, who was another math rock band. Awesome. They were from, like, Rochester area?
Who's Pimp Daddy Welfare? Math. He does a math song. I'm going to charge this up.
Symphony in Peril. They probably, I was probably not listening to metalcore when they started hitting the stage, because I don't even think I've ever heard of them.
We listen to a lot of K-pop in this house.
Under Oath?
Yeah, I got some Under Oath.
Yeah.
They're from Orlando, right? Orlando, I think.
How did you guys meet?
Well,
Tinder.
The vegan lion, Lindsay. Actually, John is my youngest brother's best friend from back in the day. So when I was like graduated high school, they were like 12-year-olds. And I don't know, when they graduate, so I've known John for pretty much ever. But when they graduated high school, I started hanging out with them.
I feel like I've said this a million times, but our friendship was founded on pizza rolls.
Yeah.
It's like, and dude,
I used to listen to Wu-Tang Clan a lot when I lived in Florida back in like 90s.
Yeah, I had I used to deliver newspapers in the high school from like midnight until 3 in the morning. And I had a Wu-Tang tape that I would listen to. A cassette tape, Chris. Do you know what those are? They probably came out after you
I
were?
had an 8-track.
Did you ever have a Commodore 64, bro?
I still do.
Why are we not playing Commodore 64?
We should.
We should absolutely play.
Come over and we'll play Maniac Mansion, Zach McCracken. I met one of the Marleys. I have a picture with him, but I don't remember if it was Damien or... it's too far to go back and look at, but probably back in 2015 or 16.
Oh, I guess I was supposed to say Grindr instead of Tinder. I don't know. Sorry. Is that the Grindr's the dude one?
Hey Siri, show me pictures from March 2015. This is a new feature from Siri that...
You need to unlock your iPhone.
Well, look at my face. I'll try to find out who it was. Actually, it's not... Oh, yeah, this is us.
Hey.
You weren't there with me, so this is the next year, so...
Oh, that was us with Eat Pastry.
Yeah.
2016, I did not go. 2015 was my last year.
So this is the last year we hung out with them. We are, dude. Yeah. Are we still talking about... We did not meet like that. That didn't exist.
You weren't listening. I accidentally said Tinder instead of Grindr. But we didn't even have phones when we met, Chris. I did. I had a cell phone, actually. I'm a liar.
Tobacco? Are you talking about tobacco? Or animal collect? No.
I think they are psychedelic music.
Oh.
I don't know. I didn't really... After metalcore, I got into, like, emo-ish. Taking Back Sunday, brand new, like, pop punk.
Texas is the Reason.
Texas is the Reason. Yeah. Get Up Kids. Reggie in the Full Effect. But that was all the same time as metalcore. Saves the Day was a big one back in the 2000s. Saves the Day was weird because they were on the hardcore circuit. So I saw Saves the Day the first time when, like, hardcore bands like Earth Crisis and Harvest and, like, they opened shows like that. It was really weird.
Yeah, and he had a good birthday, I think. He got a lot of treats. We went for a walk. Yeah. And now he's hanging out with me back here.
Oh, God, Green Day. Green Day.
Green Day.
That was one of the first songs I ever learned how to play on guitar was When I Come Around.
I was just going to say that.
Well, and Basket Case. Actually, I probably could play that whole album. You guys want to play that album front to back right now?
So, we have a whole slew of things we've been talking about on this.
Yeah, we went all over the place. Linda, I'm going to need a dissertation on this podcast, please.
Yeah.
Have it on my desk. No, I'm just kidding.
We can cut certain things out and put them as other videos too, smaller ones. A lot of good questions today too.
Yeah, I had fun. I always have fun hanging out on this. That's why it's like I was at the farm and I was running late, but I'm like, you know what? I'll get there and it'll still be fun. I'm not going to stress out. So you guys, the reason why we were going to do this 2 hours ago.
Oh yeah,
I put the hose in the basement so I was going to
at the
fill
farm.
up. Yeah, I was at Mockingbird. And I put the hose in the basement to thaw out because it was so cold, everything was frozen. And I waited until like the very last second and the hose was still frozen. So I had to carry like 20 or 30 buckets to fill up Sophie's trough before I came home.
I haven't seen the David Lynch What Did Jack Do? Is it good? Well, probably if you're asking if we've seen it. Stephen Miller says, aspiring vegan, any advice on breaking food addiction stuff like binge eating? Well, if you're going to go vegan, I would say find foods, instead of like what you're thinking about binging on, if you're going to do it, at least do it on like a vegan food. I would say do that. So my friend Josh, who is actually downstairs right now, he went from being a lifelong meat lover to vegan overnight earlier this month. And the first thing we did, if you guys watched my videos, was the extreme grocery haul, where he went out and I showed him all kinds of things that were vegan. They weren't necessarily healthy, but he got, vegan versions of chicken and burgers and vegan cheese and all this different stuff. So he knows what he can have if he wants to binge on something, so he doesn't have to go back to animal products. And then kind of once you know what you can eat, and if you want to binge on something, make sure it's vegan. Then from there, try to start eating healthier. Like we did today, we went out to Core and we got like a nice, healthy Whole Foods meal. But yeah, like I always tell people to go Google all the foods that you normally would eat and Google vegan versions of those. So, I mean, we've done it on the channel since day one. We made like comfort foods, Philly cheesesteaks and mac and cheese and pot pies and all that stuff. And we veganized it all. So there's very good vegan versions out there. So yeah, when you want to binge on something, there's no reason you can't binge on something that's vegan rather than something that's not vegan. That'll get you to be vegan. And then you got to worry about, like, once you're vegan, like, well, now I got to kind of taper down the binging. And, that's a hard thing to do, because even when I'm trying to eat, like, straight, like, healthy with absolutely nothing else, it's hard, And it's hard not to overeat. It's hard not to, like, say, well, I'm just going to have a little bit of this, and then you end up eating a lot. It's all in your willpower and what you want to do, but I guess it's easier for some people than it is to others. But at least get those foods that that are going to hold you off, and just, like I said, just get vegan versions of them.
Hi, Kristen. The wife's on.
Oh, John's wife.
I think
Kristen,
she's
who also just had a birthday. Happy birthday, Kristen.
Oh, there's Big Josh. Hey, buddy.
Oh, Big Josh is on right now.
Sorry, I just yelled right into the microphone. Dang.
He's yeah.
Hi, Josh.
We're just talking about you, man.
And what an idiot you are.
So we are going to do some more videos with Josh. Actually, I'm going to be doing some videos with him later because he's talking to us from downstairs right now.
Yep.
We don't have any room in here right now. He wasn't here when we started this, but we're going to do 1, 2.
1, 2.
We're going to do a live stream, me and Josh, soon. So, everybody saying hi to Josh. Hi, Josh. Hey, Josh! Well, that's awkward. There's Josh.
We're just going to watch the comments because we're all having conversations. We're just going to start typing.
Yeah.
Is it Josh with a hard J, or is the J soft?
He said we were
Does he prefer Yash?
I think it's Josh, Big J Josh.
Okay.
And he said that he thinks he needs something, like he needs to like have a chain or something. I'm like, well, maybe you can have like a Big J or something. Like it's Big J Josh.
Oh man, he's funny.
Anybody that wants to watch Josh's journey going vegan, somebody that's been a non-vegan all their life and now is vegan, go check out Josh. Now there's a difference there, and like I gotta it's hard for me to like think about that because I've been vegan forever. I've been vegan most of my life, but for somebody that has just gone vegan, like they're gonna have a different mentality. It's gonna be, things might be more difficult, or like it's more of a learning curve or a challenge. So that's good to check out his progress too. So if you guys want to go follow him after this, that'd be great too. He's trying to grow his channel and start uploading videos for you guys.
Oh, Cynthia's on. Hi, Cynthia.
Cynthia Cook. Does she go on your live streams?
Yes.
Your back is kind of hurting right now?
How can you tell?
I can tell.
Yeah, it's hurting.
All right, so, well, we got 82 people watching. I think we had a nice live stream.
That was fun. It went by really fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry my back hurts, you guys.
Who's a good boy? He just went. No, you don't have to be sorry. I mean, you need to get that taken care of.
Well, if my insurance didn't deny it.
I know, seriously. It's like, did they not believe
Did
you?
I not pay $20,000 into insurance the last 5 years, and now when I need their help, they bail on me?
Yeah, that sounds...
Just kidding, you guys.
I paid more insurance for my dog than myself. He's a good boy.
He's a good boy.
Oh. So, yeah, I'm sure. What time is it? It's like 6 o'clock, which means it's pretty late over there on the European coast. Yeah, so just so you guys know, as Josh is saying right there, He was having problems editing because he's never done it before, so he's trying to do this. And his first video was basically just him talking on his phone and uploaded straight to there. But he's trying to like actually edit a video and stuff like that. So a little bit of technical difficulties. I'm gonna help him out with it, and then
technical difficulties. He's gonna fit right in here.
Yeah, maybe we should just start like a whole side series on the Vegan Zombie. Technical difficulties with John and Chris, where we just do everything wrong.
Yeah, I will do that when you get me my own screen that I can sit in the center of, where I'm not hitting this thing, and I want my own microphone.
Yeah, this microphone.
Chris.
I know.
I'm just kidding.
I did order one and it just didn't work, so I returned it.
Bye, Apple lover. Get some sleep.
Yep. Have a good night.
Good night, Mel.
All right,
Let's say good night to everybody that's in the room right now.
All right, like they did in Romper Room. Good night, Celia.
Good night, Moon.
Good night, Marina. Good night, Moon. I love that book.
Give a big hug.
Oh, you know what I need to say before we? For
Yes,
those of
please.
You,
let's say it.
The shirts.
Shirts.
The deadline for the pre-order of the Be Good to Animals Vegan Zombie shirts is in 2 days. So if you want one, you got to go get them now. Let me just pull it up for you guys. So
Pull it right up really quick. Pull it up.
What is that? Why does Arby's have to come up? We're going to come over here, and we're going to go over there, and we're going to come over here, and we're going to go bam. Okay, so these are the shirts. You can't really see the whole thing there. There we go. Now we can see it all. Different colors. I like how this hoodie, which I always wear the black ones, but we also have green. A green one. There's the design. Be Good to Animals. There's the baseball hoodie. I love that one. I actually have this one. Going down, we have the hoodie. We have the apron. We have the onesie. When is my niece and nephew going to wear them? I need to get a picture of them. And then the beanies, which we're wearing right. Well,
I don't have mine.
Yeah.
Sorry, dude. I'm wearing. Came from the farm. Give me a break.
And
I had to borrow clothes.
Brand new. We got the hat. I need to get one of these myself. So I'll get a vegan zombie hat. I am going to make other things too, like the zombie crew and the Go Vegan ones. And we'll put them up there. But these right here, down here, and the beanies, you can go here and buy these anytime. But these ones up here are all pre-order right now. So if you want any of these, that would definitely help support the channel. You'll get an awesome shirt. And the pre-order is ending on January 31st. So, and then I don't know when they're going to be back again. So,
I can't wait to talk to that guy because I have a couple merch ideas. I had somebody, a friend of mine, actually, if you guys, you know that I had a portrait made for Lex after he passed away for Kristen. And the woman that made that, oh my gosh, what's her? Golden Hour Art is her name. And her name's Hannah, but her business name's Golden Hour Art. And she did one of Sophie and Eldo. So I want to have that made on that hoodie. That lightweight hoodie, because I love that feel.
I like that too.
But I'll talk to him and I'll let you guys know.
I wear a small. So, and I'm 6 foot, about 165, 170. And what was the other question?
Why am I hearing the Frozen?
Probably because of going downstairs or something. Goodnight Moon was and still is my favorite kids book. My mom would read it to me all the time. And I would remember looking at those pictures, and I can still, it's so sentimental and nostalgic, just looking at the drawings of those mittens and the fire and the mouse and the mouse hole. I mean, oh my God. Free Beyond Burgers at Denny's tomorrow. We should get Big Josh and you and...
Are the buns vegan and everything?
Well, we could find out.
Because that stuff always freaks me out.
It freaks me out too, and I don't normally go to chains like that, but we could, I think it's worth showing people that there are other...
Do you want to go tomorrow?
We could.
I am free all day.
We could ask
Let's
them,
go. Let's go in the morning and stay until the evening.
Do you grill these on the same grill? Are the buns vegan? Can you make sure that, no
Can I show you how to make it?
Can I come back there and make it myself? Can I make my own food and bring it in
If I bring in my own stove and oven, can I cook here and just eat it here?
Yeah. Thank you, Graven. Says my merch is cute. They want you to do stand-up comedy.
Oh, the thing is, I would do stand-up comedy, but I can't really stand. If it was lay-down comedy, I'd be good.
Right.
My back's more crooked than a politician.
That would be funny if you came out there in like a little wheel out bed. We wheeled you out, and you're like, "Hey guys."
Stretcher, I hardly met her. And I'm like, come out on a... Anyway, sorry. That's terrible. I'll do stand-up at Mockingbird when I'm living there.
Your dog won't drink any water? I'm not a vet. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's just not thirsty right now? If I would call the vet if he just doesn't drink for the rest of the day, though. Maybe.
Yeah, just keep an eye on it for sure, Cynthia.
I know that Indy almost died of parvo, and he wouldn't drink, he wouldn't do anything, and was being very lethargic. And I took him in, and it was like right when I got him, so he had parvo. And if I didn't take him in, he'd be dead.
Yeah,
so
it's crazy. Meanwhile, Wilder, all she does is drink water. She'll drink.
So does Zeke.
And then just pee it right out, on the floor.
He just heard me. He's like, hey, that's my
if she
name.
could just drink water and pee in a cycle, I think that she would be the happiest. It's ridiculous. Yeah. Now with 10% more difficulties.
What are you doing, Zeke? Are you being a good boy? See, it's okay now because we're about to log off and say goodnight to you guys. And give
From
us
the whole family.
A thumbs up,
Come on,
subscribe to the channel. Go follow Josh. Go follow John. And unsubscribe to the Vegan Zombie because
he's an idiot. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
He doesn't want any views on his videos, especially the cooking ones, like that sourdough run.
Yeah.
I said sourdough run. I meant to say sourdough one. But anyway, have a great night.
See you next week.
And we'll see you guys.